Hello, my name is Troy Baker of the Better Business Bureau of Michigan, and I want to help you get the most out of your Torch Award for Ethics application. For those of you who have applied before, there are a couple things that are different this year. For those of you who are new to the process, this short video will help you put your best foot forward. Let's start with who's eligible. First, you have to be a business or nonprofit located within the BBB of Michigan's 80 county service area. That's anywhere in Michigan except Lenawee, Hillsdale, and Monroe counties. Organizations in those counties should reach out to the BBB in Toledo about their Torch Award for Ethics program. Your organization must have been in business for at least 3 years and have at least a B rating with the BBB. Note, you do not need to be BBB accredited to win this award. Those who won the Torch Award for Ethics in the past 3 years are not eligible this year. That covers winners from 2022, 2023, and 2024. All applications will be judged by a group of local businesses and nonprofit leaders, many of whom are former recipients of the award themselves. Applications are sorted into categories based on company size, and those have changed a bit this year. We now have 6 business and 2 nonprofit categories, sorted by number of employees. This starts with very small companies with 1 to 3 employees and goes up to 100 or more workers. On the nonprofit side, we divide the 2 categories at the 20 employee mark. That means we have 8 total awards to give out this year. So what do you need to know about the application itself? First, you can find it online at bbb.org/MIAwards. Once there, click on the Torch Award for Ethics link and then the Apply button right at the top. Along with this tips and tricks video, you will also find a link to download a PDF version of the application. You can use this to read through the writing prompts and organize your application. However, you need to fill out the online application underneath this section to be considered for the award. Please don't write your responses out and email them to us. Instead, fill out the online application. This application has 5 sections to fill out. Page 1 is just the rules. There are some items to note here. The application deadline is September 7th. Be sure to submit your application by that time. While we do allow you to use AI programs, we want them to be used only as an aid. We will run these through a checker, and those found to be more than 40% AI generated will be given additional scrutiny and may be discarded at the judge's discretion. AI can be a helpful tool to rework a sentence or organize your thoughts, but we want to know about your organization and what makes it so special. Put some effort into it. But we're not grading these like a school essay, so don't worry about that. The next page is information about your organization. This is basic information. It's all about your organization and who we should contact when we need additional information. Note, at the top of this page is a checkbox that, when checked, will allow you to move on to other pages without completing the page you're on. If you do this, just make sure you go back and fill everything in before submitting your application. The next 4 sections are short written submissions about your organization and leadership. You don't need to write a lot, but we want the judges to get a good sense of the organization and what makes it a trustworthy and ethical member of the community. Shoot for about 500 words on each one. We're not counting words, but typically 1 or 2 sentences won't be enough to impress the judges. Section 1 relates to organizational leadership. Section 2 covers company culture. Section 3 is about customer relationships. And Section 4 covers community impact. Now, some of your answers or examples could cover more than one category. But best practice is to find where it fits best and use it just once. Again, it's usually best to write these responses out in Word or in Google Docs And then when you're happy with them, paste them into the online application when you're ready to submit it. Each section also includes a place to upload supporting documentation. This is optional, but can be helpful to the judges to support the written submission. Maybe you have a community impact project, a training program, or a list of organization values. Anything that might help the judges better understand your response and demonstrate organizational trust and ethics. The last section of the application is a certification from the company's leadership. Now, they don't have to do the writing or fill out most of the application. That can be done by somebody else on your staff. But we do want them to know what is being submitted and agree that it's an accurate representation of the organization. Finalists and winners will be celebrated at an event in November. I hope this has helped. Again, be sure to submit your application by September 7th to make sure it's considered by the judges. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help.